Good evening. It is Sade, the therapist. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with me, I'm going to start with telling you a little bit about me. I am a therapist with about 15 years of experience. I have a group practice called the Mahogany Project. I'll be giving a workshop in February on just unburdening and reclamation. It'll be live, it'll be 2 hours. It is limited to 25 people, so I hope I get to see you guys there soon. Today, we're going to talk about getting ready for the holidays and getting through the holidays, more importantly. So, I'm going to provide a little time for people to come in. If you are watching this on YouTube, you might want to fast forward just a tad while I give people some time to come in because we are live and we're going to jump right into it today. I hope you guys are enjoying preparing for the holidays because I know this can be like super stressful, especially when you're a parent and all the things like those days of blissfully walking into Christmas and Thanksgiving and New Year's. Those days are over as an adult when you have so many things and people you're responsible for. So I hope that you guys are taking your time and allowing yourself space to adjust during this time because it can be difficult. But we're going to talk about the holidays, which I'm really excited about. I absolutely love the holidays. I absolutely love family time and the food and the smell of pine trees, all the things. The cold, not so much, but definitely some of the other experiences we get during the holidays.
Okay.
And y'all give me a moment because I'm also going live on TikTok. Because, of course, you cannot do everything all at once. But I wanted to make sure I am being mindful and giving people some time to get in. All right. So getting through the holidays, we are getting very close to Christmas and New Year's. And typically I see this influx of stress. And of course, now as adults, especially if you have children or a spouse or you're supporting your parents or anything like that, it can be very tricky during the holidays because you get some time off, but typically that time is spent cooking and cleaning and preparing and gifts and all the things. So, as wonderful as the holidays are, it can also be equally as stressful. So, I don't like to overlook that. And I wanted to do a live today that simply focused on giving some tips and getting through the holidays because it can be a very challenging time for people. People are increasingly irritable, they're on edge, they've got a lot of financial stress because the bills don't stop because you want to buy a nice gift for your kids or your family member, or you want to cook a wonderful dinner. So, for those of you who are unfamiliar with me, again, my name is Sade, and I want to talk briefly today about getting through the holidays. And I'm going to share a story with you that really matters to me in getting through the holidays. So, one of the things that I've done for the last maybe 9 or 10 years is I do what's called getting families back to the table. So, with that, for Thanksgiving and Christmas, I connect with community organizations and we feed families. And by we, I mean me, because it comes out of my pocket. I've never had a sponsor, I've never had anybody give me any money or anything to do it. It was just my passion to do. So, I still do it to this day. We're actually preparing for Christmas now. We do our drop off on the 21st, or rather, they meet us there. So, a couple of years ago, I was doing this same thing. And again, how it works typically is we connect with a community organization. They'll give us the name of 5 families. Now, these families can vary from 4 people to 10 people. I think the most we've had is like maybe 11 or 12. people. And they give us the list of the things they want to fix their family for Christmas. So it's not off limits. We just ask that they don't give us their grocery list, for the month or something. We just ask, like, whatever you want to cook your family for the holidays, we want to support that. So my intern and I, we go grocery shopping, and they now meet us there to get the groceries. So a couple of years ago, I didn't do it that same way. I would go and buy the groceries. Me and my receptionist, or me and my intern, would go and buy the groceries, and then we would drop it off to them. So they didn't even have to meet us to come pick it up. Well, this particular year, I told my receptionist to go home after we got the groceries. Go home, I'll do the deliveries, no big deal, right? Okay. So it was like my second delivery of the night. And mind you, we go to the store, we grocery shop for everything on the list they give us, and we go to their homes and we were dropping them off. The second home I went to drop these groceries off, I got to the door, and there was a little kid, a little black boy at the door with this dog, and the dog is like growling. And I'm like, okay, I just wanted to come and make sure this is the right house. I want to bring you your groceries so I can go on, Before I could get, and I got a bad feeling. Before I could get down the stairs, I was mauled. Not once, but twice. There were 2 pit bulls, not just one. So the one that they were holding back attacked me. And there was another one in the house that came running out of the house when all of this was going on that attacked me. They attached themselves to my legs, and my only goal was to stay standing, because I knew if I fell, it was OD. At this point, I'm outside this. It's an apartment complex. I'm screaming. I'm crying. Nobody's coming to the door. Nobody's coming outside. These dogs are literally clenched to my legs. So the kids come. They get off of me. I'm trying to limp to the other side of my car. They attack me again. Mind you, this is Christmas Eve, I believe. This is Christmas Eve or the day before Christmas Eve. I have a family of my own, and I do this out of my pocket, me. But like, this is not a whole corporation of things. So they attack me again. I'm screaming, I'm crying, please help me, because I'm thinking I'm going to die at this particular juncture, because they are not letting go. The boys then come back outside. They get the dogs off of me. So I get in my car, because at this point I can't drive. My legs are bleeding. I am like absolutely like outside of myself, crying. I'm calling my husband. I had to call 911 because I couldn't drive. And the ambulance had to come pick me up. But I learned some interesting things through this, right? One, there were 3 little black boys there. The mom was not there, even though she knew I was coming. That's one. 2, they were trying to help me, and they are the only ones that tried to help me at all, because nobody came outside. 3, these same dogs ended up attacking 2 other children that like a few weeks after, because they called me after I tried to go through the courts to get the dogs put down. And this is another thing. So when we go into court, mind you, this is like 2 years later, we go into court. The woman comes into court to address like what happened with the dogs. Again, I was mauled. She dead ass is like, that never happened. My dogs weren't there. And as a matter of fact, I just want to see my dogs. Mind you, I had to go to the hospital. She never called and said, are you alive? Are you okay? Nothing. I never heard anything else from this person. Not a thing else. She said, hey, I just want my dogs. I just want to see my dogs. I have keloids on my legs till this day from being mauled by those dogs that were not at her home, that this never happened. I have keloids on my legs that still itch and hurt. Again, I learned a lot of lessons from all of this because I didn't want to press charges at first. I wouldn't press charges. I got billed thousands of dollars for this incident that I was responsible for because I called the ambulance and I went to the hospital. Mind you, from delivering groceries for somebody else out of my pocket. I just want to keep that in mind. So during this time, I couldn't even enjoy Christmas in the way that I typically would with my own kids because now I am limping because I was mauled on both of my legs. So I'm in the bed most of the holiday, this particular Christmas. Um, but again, it taught me a couple of things. We can get through just about anything. We can get through just about anything. And the one thing we cannot do is to let someone else and their choices or their lack of care and consideration for us destroy our spirit, destroy our dream, destroy the thing that we are passionate about, that we are invested in. I still am now doing it again because people deserve it. Now, do I go to people's homes anymore? No, I don't. My husband said that's a hell no. He's not letting that happen. So I don't go to homes, drop the food off anymore, but I still do it for Christmas. We're going to do it on the 21st this year because me giving to people and sharing with people and loving on people is just who I am. And no matter what the obstacle is, I can't let somebody get in the way of my purpose, of my intention, and the love I have for other people. So I want you all to hear that in you guys getting through the holidays. Oftentimes we see things in the moment that seem like incredible barriers or incredible means to stop us from doing the thing we love or enjoying a space that we love or enjoying people we love, stressors, incidents, whatever those things are. But in you have to be clear about your purpose and intention and not letting anything or anyone get in the way of that because there are going to be hurdles. And I take this particular experience as just challenging me to see how serious I was about giving to people and how dedicated I am. That was the question. How dedicated are you to giving and loving on people when it's not easy? When you've been hurt and harmed by the very person you were coming to give to and love on for absolutely nothing. I wanted absolutely nothing for them. I don't even know their names half the time. I'm not asking you for pictures. I'm not asking you to like do anything other than me give because that is my intention and my purpose. So when we talk about getting through the holidays, I want to be clear on we have control over some things. There are things that we can't control. I could not control those dogs mauling me. Listen, that experience was so impactful in that I am still afraid of dogs and I loved dogs. I'm still afraid of dogs. Being mauled, like being attacked and harmed by animals is such a vicious and vile experience. I cannot even express to you how much pain I was in. I cannot even express. So, in my mind, if that was the hurdle, I've gotten through it. And if you are looking at hurdles in front of you as permanent, they're not. Sometimes things can seem unbearable. Sometimes things can seem like there's no hope. There's always hope. There's always possibility. Do we have to then make different choices at times? Yes. But do we let that deter us from our intention and our purpose? No. And the holidays is supposed to be a beautiful time where you reflect and you show gratitude and you enjoy each other and you honor each other and we share together and we laugh together. Why does it have to turn into something we don't want it to be? We have control over what it means to us and how we show up in it. We don't have control over some of the things that we just don't have control over. But you can control what it means to you. If you are financially struggling, why are you continuing to buy shit you can't afford? Stop buying shit you can't afford. Guess what? They'll be fine. One of the things my husband and I stopped doing, and I'm going to really say it was for me because my husband grew up very, very poor and I did not. And we had huge Christmases with innumerable amount of presents under the tree. I mean, I don't know how my parents did it still to this day. I don't know how they did it with 3 girls. And we always got so much. Thank you again. Thank you so much. We always got so much. I don't know how they did it. But we have consciously and intentionally said, we are not just buying things to buy things. We are going to do great things for our kids, and then that's going to be enough. We spend on our kids throughout the year. It's no need on spending our life savings on Christmas. Christmas means more than that. Christmas is about family. Christmas is about love. Christmas is about our tradition. So the other thing is encouraging you guys to create traditions that align with you and the things that matter to you and your family. Quality time goes much further than money. People are going to forget most of the things you bought, but they will remember the things that you put your heart, soul, and spirit into, the time you spent together. So during the holidays, we do a gingerbread house making contest. So this year it'll be me, my daughter, and my husband, and my other son he's little, but he'll participate and eat all the things as they usually do. But we do a gingerbread making contest. We also trim the tree on Thanksgiving Day every year. My daughter's already helping me bake cookies. Now I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I am that mom. So I do gifts every year for the teachers. I bake. I love to bake. It's just a hobby. I don't sell anything, but I love to bake. So I bake every year for the teachers and my husband's employees, and for my staff, for my business. I bake and do Christmas. So I'm taking my staff out to Christmas dinner on Sunday. So every year I take them to Christmas dinner because this is about loving people, and this is about sharing with people. And I am nobody's millionaire. I'm clearly doing my thing, staying consistent when it is completely discouraging at times on social media to try to build wealth for me and my family. I am attempting to do so. But it gets very discouraging, and it gets very hard to post every day and to make content when you don't feel like it, when you're tired. I am running a business. I have employees, I have staff, I have payroll, I have all the things. And good, bad, or indifferent, I am responsible for these people, and I care about these people and love these people. So doing that matters. So that goes back to tradition. Showing them I love them matters to me, not just saying with words, which I usually do to my staff, just letting them know how fantastic they are. So we have a staff meeting tomorrow, just kind of reiterating to them how fantastic they are. But I take them to dinner for Christmas, and then I give them their Christmas gifts during Christmas so we can just share with each other. And then for my family, again, we drink hot cocoa, we light the fire, we watch Christmas movies. It is a whole thing, and it's a time of rest and reconciling and sharing and loving with and for each other. So I hope that you guys are taking the time out. Thank you guys again for the likes and the gifts and all of that. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys are taking time out to honor what Christmas really means to you, to honor what the holidays really mean to you. And don't get caught up in the commercial ideas or what everybody else is doing. You know what you can do. And please don't put yourself in a bind you can't get yourself out of. Because for what? The thing I like to say, and that is metaphorical for this, is how many times I've bought my kids stuff for Christmas and they play with the freaking box. Like, how offensive. I spent all this money buying these extravagant gifts, and you play with the box. It taught me a lesson. The gift is the smallest part of this experience, and they are going to be happy being in my presence. They're going to be happy because I'm happy for and with them. We cuddle, we love on each other, and not just on Christmas. So all of this is not just about a day. The holidays are not just about a day. And I also want to reiterate that the holidays is also setting you up for your new year. So how are you planning? How are you planning? How are you being intentional? Thank you so much. How are you being intentional about setting yourself up for the holidays? For the new year. So I'm going to give you a few things that I do through this time that sets me up for the new year. Every year, I've already created my vision board for 2026. But again, y'all, I just want to say, I am type A. I am neurodivergent. I am typically very organized, but can also be equally chaotic. But I'm always doing so many things at once. So I'm just going to highlight asterisk that. But to prepare for the new year, I've already done my vision board, which is on my phone. So this is the other thing I've learned, is that I am a very visual, hands-on person, and I need to see it in repetition. So I created a collage, which is my vision board, on Pinterest, and it is the screensaver for my phone. So every time I look at my phone, before I open my phone, I see my vision every single time. And that was just something that works for me. So hopefully that tip resonates with you guys. The other thing is I get a physical planner. I do both a physical planner and Google Calendar because the way my life is set up, I need all of the things. But I do both of those, and I plan weekly in my physical planner. But my actual planner for business, we've already started planning for 2026. All of the days I'm going to be out, the vacations I'm taking, the conferences I'm already confirmed for speaking at, the days we're going to be off for the year, the goals for the year. We set up ahead of time. Because that also helps you keep focused on where you're going and what you're trying to do. And it doesn't mean every year I accomplish every goal. It doesn't. There are goals that I set last year that I didn't accomplish, but I did my damnedest. Okay. I did everything that I could do to meet my goal. So I just have to be good with giving my best, giving it all I have, and then pivoting from there. But that's in preparation for the new year. We're going to pivot a little bit back to getting through the holidays. Know your limits. If you're going to a family member's house and you know they get on your last motherfucking nerve, limit your time. You don't have to subject yourself to other people's foolishness or annoyance because you think it's the right thing to do or the nice. I don't believe people are nice. I believe we do what suits us at the time. If we're people pleasers, that suits us too. You can be kind, but being nice doesn't mean that you subject yourself to harm or to put yourself in a position to harm someone else. So, because the excuse can be, well, they just got on my nerves, but they get on your nerves every year. Don't they? Don't they get on your nerves every single year? Why do you just not excuse yourself before it gets as far as you know it's going to get? Set yourself up for success and don't use them as an excuse for poor behavior. That's just, they're not an excuse. You have limits. You have a mouth to advocate for yourself. You have legs to get up and leave. If you don't, that's a different conversation, but y'all know what I mean. Secondly, do what you can do. You guys know when you're around family and the secrets, the uncle nobody likes or has done something wild is there. There's going to be family that says wild shit, does wild shit. I like to call myself a fly on the wall. I mind the business that minds me. Business that is not mine has nothing to do with me. So getting in the middle of drama, you don't have to volunteer for that. You don't have to participate in it. You have a choice. Now, may that be uncomfortable for the person who likes to participate? Yes. But you certainly have a choice not to participate in any of it. What I found in making my experiences enjoyable for me is that I stay out of other people's business. That ain't got nothing to do with me. These generational beefs, nothing to do with me. These so-and-so not talking to so-and-so and so-and-so got an art, that ain't none of my business. None. I want to have a good time. I want to play cards. I want to play dominoes and whoop some ass. That's what I want to do. I don't want to. And for the last couple of Christmases, we've stayed home with our kids and just been a small, quiet Christmas. Don't overlook it. Don't feel obligated to a tradition that you don't enjoy. There are things that you do in love and in sacrifice for others, but there are things that you choose because you're choosing you. You don't have to continue to sacrifice your peace for someone else's appeared joy. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do. Don't be afraid to do it. Honor yourself by figuring out what you want the holidays to look like. And you can do, again, it's not even anything wrong with going to a family member's house. You don't have to spend all day. Who said you have to do that? If you're not having a good time, if it pisses you off, if you're going to leave mad and upset and ranting on the way home, why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? One of the things that I've also honored myself and my family with is we don't travel every holiday. We have a family of 5 and 4 here. Small children. I have small children. Y'all gonna have to come to me. Y'all got to come to me. There are times that many years we've gone to other people. But if you want to come, you have to come to me. And I don't feel bad about it. My travel, vacation time, my money is not just going to be invested in going to see other people that can also come to see me. I don't know about y'all, but that's a no for me. And again, I'm from Los Angeles. My practice is in Virginia. I live in Virginia. It's a no for me. And that is important because that time, that money can go to other things that are also important. So the way that I manage that is we just talk about our travel ahead of time. People often ask, well, Sade, how are you traveling like that? I am a planner. My plan, I went last year to Thailand by myself. I loved it. I planned over a year in advance. We took our children to Paris last March, or this March, 2025 March, to Disneyland, and we stayed for about a week or so. That was all planned ahead of time. And I'm going to tell you guys something. It cost me less to take my family to Paris than it did to stay for 2 weeks in California. I'm from California. I have family still in California. It costs less. California, I don't know how many of y'all are familiar. It's expensive. It's very, once you go, and again, I have a family, so we get a hotel room, we get a car, the food is good, so you're going to eat, and we can eat $1,000 in food easy. Okay? Easy. It's expensive. It's just expensive, but we are dedicating our money and investing our money in places that we want to go. So this year coming up, we're going to Jamaica. We're taking our kids to Jamaica. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Naya. I appreciate you. We're taking our family to Jamaica. And then I'm going to Africa by myself. So I'm really, really excited about that. Going and traveling every year is an investment for me. It's what I look forward to. I don't buy expensive bags and all that. I do like gear. As y'all can see, Mama's loves to dress. But for example, this sweatshirt is maybe 7 years old, 6, 7 years old. So I buy what I love. And of course, I have my plant babies that are really expensive to take care of. By the way, they take a lot of time and a lot of energy and effort. I have to plan during the Christmas break to like reset this room because I have plants not just in here. I have plants in other places of my house, and I have about 70 to 80 plants. So you have to give them individual care. So it's a lot of investment of a lot of my time and money. Putting them in different pots, making sure the soil is right, making sure you have all of the tools that you need to keep away gnats and all the things. It can be really costly. People always admire and give me compliments about my plants, which I appreciate. And I also want to say it is a job. It is and it's a job a lot of times because I have a lot of different plants. I have a lot of plants, and I have a lot of variations that need just different levels of care. So I do like to just say that, but it is a job. Even down to my garden. If you guys can see right here, I have a hydroponic garden. So what that means is it is self-sufficient in that my plants, I grow vegetables, fruits and vegetables. They grow up, not out. But that system was something I invested in because I would plant outside a lot of times. I would plant fruits and vegetables every year in my gardens outside. But I realized that didn't work for me. So I got a hydroponic garden. So right now I'm growing peppers. I'm sure y'all can see them. My babies are growing so good. I'm growing peppers and tomatoes. They look beautiful. They are growing so well. So again, that's another thing I do just to take care of myself. Plants. If you guys are unfamiliar with some of the medicinal purposes of plants, I finished my therapy session. My homework is to look into forgiveness. Hey, come on, forgiveness. We'll definitely do a live about that in the new year for sure. Forgiveness, because I love that topic a lot. Plants have okay, thank you so much. I'm glad you did therapy. Thank you. Plants have a lot of medicinal purposes. Is what pink? You said, is it pink? Is what pink? A lot of plants have medicinal purposes. So like they clear the air. So when I'm doing therapy with other people, I had 3 clients before I got on today. I always light candles. Okay. This is self-care. What? No. I always light candles. So I literally buy candles often. And then I have my plants, which again, clear my air. They set the energy and the tone for the experience. I like to make sure my lighting is correct. All of these things make me feel safe and comfortable to do what I do best. So I also say that to say, look around at your environment. When you're getting through the holidays, make sure it's set up for you to feel good. Make sure your environment is conducive to your well-being. Oftentimes I find like with a lot of my clients, their environment is not conducive to their well-being, whether it's clutter or mess, or it's just not set up aerodynamically in a way that works for them. So even making small changes like that can make the world of difference. Religious lens. Oh, we'll talk about that. You don't have to do forgiveness through a religious lens. I do not talk about forgiveness in a religious lens. I am not a religiously forward therapist. I will talk about religion if one of my clients bring it up and to see how it fits in it for them. But I am not a Christian-based therapist or anything like that. So we talked about boundaries, essentially, knowing when to clock out, get out of there, not overextending yourself, and not volunteering. You don't have to volunteer to cook all the meals and all the things and watch so-and-so kids and come on. You ain't got to do all that. Let people do what they're going to do. One of the things that I've learned, and I said this on another video that I posted, another one of my videos I posted, was silence, practicing silence. Just listen, just be present. What I was, and I'll take responsibility for me, I was very good about volunteering for things. And then I'm resentful because I'm busy and I don't have time, or I'm frustrated because I don't have time, or I'm frustrated because now I have 75 things to do on my plate that wasn't on my plate before I volunteered myself to do this. Like, what? How are you resentful for something you volunteered for? I had to get it together. So what I decide to do is sit and be quiet. I listen. I'm not running to the rescue of people. I'm not setting myself up to be frustrated. I'm not volunteering to do things people can do for themselves. Let somebody else do it. Let somebody else do it. Because why not? Why not? Let me set myself up for success by, guess what? Shutting the fuck up. I can just shut the fuck up. They'll say, well, Sade, you okay? You good? Yeah, I'm just a fly on the wall. I'm just here. I'm just happy to be here. That's one of my favorite, because I am. I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy to be here. I don't need to do all the things. I'm just happy to be here. It absolutely applies to work. And let me tell you guys, when we're getting through the holidays, work is going to be work when you get back there. I don't know why you killing yourself, breaking your back, doing all the things, because guess what I've learned also? The more you do, the more they expect. Oh, you know, Erica can do it with less. Erica got it done. Erica could do it with less resources and so and so and so. So, you know, she good. If she can do it, you could. And since you were able to do it, that means that worked okay. No, baby, it didn't, because you didn't see when I was crying in my car, ho. You didn't see when I'm like falling out, hating on Sunday, coming, knowing tomorrow's Monday and I don't want to come to work. No, you didn't see all of that. You didn't see me ranting and raving to my friends and family because I'm stressed. You didn't know, but you saw that the work got done. Why are you working extra hard for no fucking reason? Why? What are your priorities here? What are the deadlines and due dates? Let's circle back, because why? And I'm going to tell you too, when you're working in large systems, and I'll hear people say, well, this can't get done. And the same exact, listen, I didn't see no bonus on my desk. I didn't see no award for killing myself. Are you crazy? No. That work gonna be there. And I'm going to tell you, as someone who obviously I own my own business and I've done that for 8 years, but I've worked for governments, I've worked in corporate. I am telling you this. If you let them believe you can do more with less, they're going to believe you. If you keep trying to push and push and push and they're going to believe it's possible. Now, I will sit and hear people complain about, we don't have enough time. There's not enough staff. There's not enough. But if you turn around and make them believe you can do it all, they're not going to have any motivation or reason to give you any resources. Hello? Do yourself a favor and stay in your fucking lane. I mean what I'm saying. And I am telling you, I have seen it. I have been in the meetings. I have done all the things. And even as a business owner, I have to check in because the way that I work, I am someone who works a lot, to say the very least. I work a lot. I have a lot of gigs. I have contracts. I have a lot of shit. I keep in mind, people don't work like me. So I have to check in with my receptionist and say, hey, you good? Do you need anything? Is everything good? I have to check in I have to check in because everybody doesn't work like me. And it's not fair to assume that they should. If we need additional resources, I need to know that. But if you do it, if you're working like we don't, then we don't. And if I check in and you say you don't, then we don't. Because guess what? I have 75 million other things to do. I can't micromanage you. And I want you all to consider that. Stop setting yourselves up to fail and be overwhelmed and stressed. For what? And then you blame it on the job when it's not the job. It's you. Volunteering to do all this extra stuff, making yourself unnecessarily available. What are you doing? Stop. You in the meeting. Oh, yeah. No. Let them figure it out. Let them. Because guess what I also see? If you leave here today, guess what they're going to do? Post your position. You leave here today from stress, because of a heart attack, whatever. Guess what they're going to do? Post your position. Think it through. Think it through. While you're crying and stressed and falling out, you got physical ailments because you're overwhelmed and overstimulated and you got too much. They're going to post your position. They're going to miss you and post your position. I don't know about you guys, but it's a no for me. It's a no for me. One of the things I adopted when I worked for a city agency was fuck it. And I'm going to tell you what that means. You assign something to me, I'm going to do my very best. If I cannot, fuck it. If you got an attitude because you're stressed out, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Fuck it. If I've done my very best and it's not good enough, we can revisit that when I get to work on Monday. Don't call me. Don't. Because I'm not going to answer. If I am not getting paid, and at this point I was on call, do not call me. I'm not going to answer. I am not on the clock, and I am not obligated to answer you. Fuck that. How you show up is how you show up. Now, while I was saying all of that, my supervisor at the time was like, so you're not going to be, no. And now I had coworkers call me anytime, do any of it. No. Are you kidding me? No. I absolutely was promoted. This is the other thing, right? And we get into a whole nother conversation, but because we're going to talk about work, we'll do a whole nother live about work. But this is the other thing. I may not be the sharpest tool in the toolbox. I may not be the smartest. I may not work the fastest. I may have all these boundaries, but what I am is good at my fucking job. I am fantastic at my work. You cannot just replace me. There's not a whole lot of me's walking around. In fact, there's only one. So no, you don't have to kill yourself in a position to make sure you're valuable. I am valuable because I showed up. I am valuable because when I am there, I give you my time, I give you my effort, I give you my energy. I show up with a smile on my face because why not? I'm just happy to be here. I got a check I'm getting from my family. Why am I upset? This place is going to be in chaos whether I'm here or not. What am I mad about? And can't nobody do what I do like I do it. Nobody. In fact, I got a job. I had a job that this was years ago. They gave me a promotion and had just given me a promotion, just given me a raise that they fought me on because they said I would make more than the managers above me. That was not my problem or my business. Clock it, as they say. That's none of my business. My value and my worth and my salary has nothing to do with any of these people because they don't work like me. We can move on. So they said, well, we need to understand why you think, you should be paid this. That's fine. I typed up a beautiful document for them identifying all of my responsibilities. I got a raise. Okay. Maybe 2 months after this is when I first started my practice. So I wasn't making any money. I was stressed. I was using that check to keep my business going. I was working 14 to 16-hour days because I had to be at this job at 6:30 in the morning. I was working in substance use. Had to be at this job 6:30 in the morning, and I was a supervisor. I was a clinical supervisor. And I got off around 3. Then I would go directly to my practice and see clients till like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. So we talk about hustle. People don't usually know what that fucking means. But okay. I was working 14 and 16-hour days. They found out when I found out because I told them, hey, I have a business. Really excited, nothing to hide. I'm a therapist. For those of you who are new, I'm a therapist. And so they had just given me this raise. They were pissed. HR called me in the office and said, well, we found out you have a private practice and either you're going to have to close it down or we're going to fire you. Oh, really? I was like, oh, I'll quit. And my direct supervisor at the time, which is she was the manager of the entire clinic I worked at, was like, wait, whoa. No, wait. Are you sure? Can you think about? No, I'm not. There's nothing to think about. You want me to close a business that is not of a conflict of interest here at all. I don't engage with these clients, market to them. This is not my demographic at all. It is not interfering with my business here at all. You just gave me a raise, so I have to be doing something right. But you're mad because I have something else. I understand. I quit. I'm out of here. They said, okay, well, you need to get your things. You need to clean out your desk today, right now. Also, y'all not even gonna let me close out with the clients. I see what time it is. It's cool, no big deal, right? It's cool. Now, did I cry in the car? 100%. Did I have any money to leave this job? No. Did I have a savings that I just told y'all I was using that paycheck to fill a funnel into my business so I could keep it going? I had office space and everything. I had to pay for it. But was I going to stand on fucking business? Motherfucking right. Why? Because I can make money doing what I do anywhere. And if you just gave me a raise, what you think everybody else is going to pay me? Are you crazy? If you just gave me a raise, and mind you guys, I didn't move positions. I didn't have to get another position to get a raise. And I was making more than the managers were. So you want me to close my business, or you're going to fire me for something I didn't hide and that's not an actual conflict to the business I do here. Okay, I'm out of here. Again, I cried in the car, terrified. But my husband already said to me, hey, if they tell you to quit, if they tell you they're going to fire you, you can leave. It's cool. It's okay. And I'm thinking, well, what money? We ain't got no money. But okay. Okay. I left. I'm going to tell y'all what I had to do. I had no savings. I didn't make money off my business for 6 months. I had to file a grievance with the electronic health record I had because they were preventing me from making money. And I was paying them hundreds of dollars a month for this electronic health record at the time. I went and got, stayed in my office. I extended my hours and I started just working for myself. I then went and got a job at a psych hospital, and I worked admissions overnight. So my day would look like I would see clients all during the day. I had to be at this job at 11 o'clock at night. I worked 11 to 7. I worked 11 to 7 a.m. I would get off of that job. I would go to my office. I would sleep for 3 hours or so. I would get up, see clients, go home, take a shower, do it all over again. I did that for months. Well, one would ask, why in the fuck would you do that? Because I believed in me. And I believed in me. And I'm going to tell you guys, I had a newborn at the time. When I lost my job, my child was under the age of 1. We had daycare. And I don't know if y'all know, but daycare high as hell. I couldn't afford not to believe in me. I couldn't afford for somebody to tell me what I could and could not do with my fucking talent. Especially when I know I didn't do anything wrong. What I've learned, again, the hard way, was if you want to make your dream happen, the test will come and say, let's see. Let's see. Let's see how invested you are in making your dream. Let's see. And that was the moment for me that said, let's see. You're going to lose your benefit. Mind you, my benefits. Benefits. I had a newborn. We were under my benefits. My benefits, my salary, my retirement, all of it. Let's see. Let's see how invested you are in yourself. Let's see how you invested you are in this fucking dream you say you have. Let's see how you're invested, how much you're invested when shit gets rough, when you ain't got no fucking money. Let's see how hard you're going to work. And Miss Mama's is going to show up every fucking time. Y'all, it's 5:06 my time. My kids are coming home soon. I have 3 kids and my husband. I still got to bake cookies for the teachers for the end of the week. We're going to do that. But I am telling you guys, stop giving up on yourself. I'm saying all that to say, fuck what these people talking about. You can get another job. You don't have to be mistreated to collect a check. I can collect a check at Walmart. I told my clients, joking and not fucking joking, if you see me at Walmart waving, mind your fucking business. Because I'm going to do whatever I have to do whenever I have to do it. Whatever I have to do it. Mind your business. Because no, my dreams don't stop because it's deferred. My dreams never stop. And I don't ever stop pursuing them. Whether you see me waving at Walmart, asking for money on the corner, doing whatever I have to do to feed my family, know that my dream has never stopped. It's only deferred. I'm only redirected. That's it. And the holidays is a time to reset. Don't let these folks stress you out during the holiday. Fuck these people. Because guess what? You are not on their mind as much as they are on yours. As humans, we are too selfish. We don't give a fuck. We are talking about this right now. And guess what? When you get off this live, you don't give a fuck about me. You don't give a fuck about me now. You don't know me. You're on here for you. And I understand that. I need y'all to understand that. People are going to show up as much as it serves them. That's how it works. So please don't carry this tremendous amount of guilt because you decide to show up for yourself. As soon as you're out of sight, out of mind, they're going to move on to whatever matters to them. You're not as important as you think you are, at least not to everybody else. So make yourself the priority. Why not? Why not? Is it hard sometimes? Yes. Do I still struggle? Yes. Do I overdo and overwork? Yes. Mama's boundaries are better, but they ain't that great yet. I still got work to do. I work all the time. But I will also say what people don't tell you in owning a business, especially a small business, when you have very little resources, very little help. I'm HR, I'm payroll, I'm all the things. Okay. I have a receptionist, I have an intern. We are a 3-person admin team. And what people do not tell you about owning a business is that it doesn't stop. If my staff has an issue, guess who they're calling or texting? Me. If a client has a complaint, guess who it's coming to? Me. If my receptionist can't show up, guess who has to hire? Me. Guess who has to answer the phone? Me. Guess who has to make sure shit gets done? Me. Guess who has to make sure people get paid, whether we get paid or not? Me. So owning a business isn't for everyone. And I'm going to tell you guys, I have come a very long way. I've made more money than I ever made working for anybody else, working for me. I have contracts. I have a grant. I take insurance, the whole bit. But I can tell you this has been one of the hardest years in my business. One of the hardest years. There's been many tears, many struggles, many trials, many still. But what is not going to happen is while I still have my eyes open and my heart beating, and I get the opportunity to live on this earth, and I am so grateful for that, I can't let nobody take my joy. I can't let nobody control my joy with my family and myself during the holidays. I can't let them do it. So I hope y'all hear this. And my intention is for you to feel inspired. My intention is for you to feel motivated. My intention is to validate you and those experiences. I share personal experiences because sometimes we can look at people, and I get a lot of times where people are like, I don't know how you're doing it, and you look like you have it all together. Shit me. Shit me. I'm trying to figure shit out as we speak. Shitting me. I'm not a millionaire yet. I got a long way to go. Shit me. My dreams are not accomplished yet. I got a long way to go. I still make mistakes. And I've learned a lot, but I still make mistakes. I'm not where I need to be. I still go to therapy. Actually, matter of fact, I'm looking for a new therapist as we speak because that is my safe place for me to be able to keep my shit together, to not flash out on folks and fuck folks up. Okay? Don't ever look at someone on social media and think it's all good. You see a clip of the bullshit. You see a clip, a small moment in time. After those cameras turn off, it gets very real very fast. Trust in you. Believe in you. If you are religiously or spiritually connected, connect back to the source. Don't get lost in people's words and their BS. Don't get lost in that. Find your joy. Find your place in the world. Find a place that works for you. You are worth it. You are valuable. You are here. You are alive. You are well. That's already, you have a lot to be grateful for and a lot to show up for. You are enough. Because again, I don't know about y'all. I got a lot of shit to lose. I can't afford to flash out and fuck somebody up. Okay? I can't afford to. And unlike people who be fronting shit, I can't fight. So I'm liable to do something dangerous. I'm liable to do something dangerous. I don't trust myself. Yeah. I can't afford to flash out. I'm not going to make it in jail. I worked as a correctional officer at a time in my life. There is nothing you can do to get me to do something to go to jail. I'm not going to make it. I'm just not going to make it. I'm just not going to make it. No way. I don't want to be nobody girlfriend. I don't want to be woke up in the middle of the night with drug dogs. I don't want nobody sneaking nothing in my yang yang. I don't want nobody waking me up in the middle of the night because their thoughts told them they want to stab me and I'm trying to harm them. I don't want none of that food. I don't want none of them stank breath women that they not listen. I don't want it. It's nothing you can do. So before I flash out, it's best that I just set boundaries. Or as the kids call it, crashing out. Again, I learned flash out working in a prison in Louisiana. That flash out was the word at the time. Don't let these folks, do not give your power away and trick yourself into flashing out. Because they ain't going to lose shit. You going to lose shit. You're going to be at home upset, ranting and raving. And for what? For what? No. Clock out. Just clock out. I'm going to tell y'all one brief story before I go, right? Talk about flashing out. This is when I worked in the prison, right? I was trying to be kind. Again, I think nice is a joke. But we'll have another conversation about that another day. Trying to be kind. I was a mentor to one of the gentlemen in my pod. I went through some trials and tribulations. Please remind me to talk about this place because I went through some shit working as a correctional officer. That's neither here nor there. Because mind y'all, you guys don't know, but I'm very small. I'm only 4'10". Okay. I ain't going to do shit. I'm not going to do shit. What I'm going to do? I don't even have a flashlight. I don't have a taser. I got a walkie-talkie. What am I going to do? All these people bigger, they bigger than me. What am I going to do? Okay, cool. This particular day, I was tired of being cussed out. I was tired of them to my face and having to go and, again, stop writing them. I'm tired of writing you up. I'm just tired. I'm just tired. It wasn't the day. So my mentee decided he wanted to cuss me out this day, call me everything but a child of God, talk about my mom. Felt real good. Let me have it that day. I flashed out and talked about his mama. Y'all. Now, was I the adult in this situation? So let me clarify. Thank you for asking. They tried this therapeutic approach. When I worked in the prison, it was a therapeutic approach. Okay. So you had a mentee that you would meet with. It was one of the gentlemen there that you would encourage, you would empower, you would help. Like they needed help writing letters home, stuff like that. Like encouraging them to do right thing, make different choices, yada, yada, yada. And my mentee, again, pressing on my nerves because I'm small, but my mouth goes a long way. He just decided he was on that shit today. So I flashed out and I talked about his mama. I just cussed him from here on out. And the look on his face. He said, I knew it. And I said, you knew what? Because you got me really fucked up in here. Like, y'all got, like, I don't know what kind of time you think I'm on. But I'm not on whatever time that is. Like, I knew it. I knew as soon as it got hard, you would talk about me and you don't care about me. And I said, oh, okay. Again, I'm from California. I'm really not that nice. That's first. I'm from LA. Okay. I live in Inglewood. I'm not that nice. I am a very kind person. I'm a very giving, loving, excited, happy, joyful person, but I'm really not that nice. You tested me in a way that I couldn't bounce back from. Not that day. And so I had to do my own work at home and just get my things together. I had to be accountable. I had to apologize. But when I apologized, what I also said was, I realized you were setting me up to do what you thought I was going to do anyway, and that's disappoint you, disrespect you, dishonor you, and show you that I didn't care about you. You set me up because that's what you think already. You think I don't care about you. You think I'm here to just work. You think people in your life have let you down. So you put me in a position to see how far you could push me so I would show up and validate the thing you thought about me anyway. That was a lesson for me because I had a whole lot of control. He did not. I got to go home at the end of the night. That was a job I could walk away. I mean, I couldn't, I was broke, but I could walk away from if I needed to. I had an apartment I went to. I had a safe place and a home I went to. I had loved ones I got to see whenever I want. He did not. And when I took a moment and thought about it, I had to take accountability for my responsibility for him being able to be who and what he needed to be, and me not taking responsibility for that. And also me not taking offense to him being who he was. But I'm gonna also say this, I'm not gonna apologize for you getting what you deserved. When you put yourself in a position with people to hurt and harm them, to see how far it can go, you cannot then turn around and be clueless about the consequences. So it was a experience for both of us. But I learned in that moment, I have control over me. And there are so many times where people, places, and things, you can feel like they're pushing you into making choices or flashing the fuck out. But quite frankly, we have a choice to be there or not. Quite frankly, we have a choice to give them access to us or not. We have a choice to speak or not. I can be in a room with you and not have to speak to you at all. That is a privilege. So I just having to be mindful of my privileges and me not giving myself away or turning this into anger when it didn't have to. I was angry. I left there. I was so mad, y'all. Again, furious. I was so mad. I'm like, you didn't talk about me, y'all. They would jack off to me. Y'all, that's another day in time. That whole thing was so traumatic. But I was just like, yo, it has to stop. But I was to have to stop. I had to stop. Like, why am you want to cuss me out today? I'm going to just write. That's what I started doing. So after that, I just started writing people up. I just started writing them up. I'm like, I'm going to use. Oh, shoot. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to use the tools and resources I have in my capacity. I am not going to beat you up. I'm not going to put my hands on you. I can't fight you. What I'm going to do? But what I did have was the power of being articulate, and I had the power of the pen. You can do whatever you want to do, and I'm going to constantly, consistently, and quietly put charges on you every time. So what I started to do was write them up every time. It got so bad, at the end of my shift, they would come and ask me, did I get a write-up today? I just want to know. It got so bad. I would write 10, 15, 20 write-ups. The one thing I can do is sit here and move my pen. I'm articulate. I know how to use my words. So you can play with me if you want to. You just gonna kindly get another charge. I don't care about none of that. You didn't care enough about respecting me. What do I mean by that metaphorically? Use you and your strengths to your advantage. Stop fighting people when you don't have to fight. What is the fight? We fight, and oftentimes stuff that we can't even control and ain't got nothing to do with us. It's not a fight. It's not a fight unless I participate. You don't have to participate. Choose your battles and choose how you fight your battles. It makes the world a difference. So as y'all are getting through the holidays, think through your battles. Think through what matters to you. Think through how you want to show up. Think through when you're going to show up. And think through what you have control over and what you don't. I hope that y'all truly enjoyed this today. I wish you the best and happiest of holidays. I have my live workshop in February. It is only limited to 25 seats because I want it to be very personal. We'll be talking about reclaiming and unburdening. But please get it. It will be live in February. It is on my website. The links are in my bio. I appreciate y'all for showing up here with me. It was a privilege to be with you. Take care of yourself, you guys. Bye.